Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
What's going on, fellas? Good afternoon. Stocks and charts today. Can Bitcoin get a little bit of a Friday little pumpy pump? Can we get some price action this Friday? I'm hoping for it, man. Let's jump on in today. Come on. Ooh. Oh, what is this happening? Are we getting a little price action on Jordan's stream? This is absolutely unbelievable. On a Friday too? Maybe I will FOMO into this. This looks like a good green candle to FOMO into, right? They tell me to buy the breakout, right? Call the Moon told me not to buy until it broke out. Well, it looks like Bitcoin broke out. I must buy the breakout. I will not wait for backtest. Who does that? Who does that? I am a degen. Okay, I will buy Bitcoin right now. Here we go, guys. Ready? I am going to send it to the moon. Get ready. Get ready, guys. I will send it to the moon. Here we go. Yo! Hold on. We gotta take off Horse Guy here. What's going on, man? Horse Guy is still happy. Are we ever gonna see him mad again? Are we gonna see Jabba happy again? I don't freaking know. Happy Friday, though. Glad to be back. Glad to be back on this beautiful, beautiful Friday. As we sort of jump into some charts, and could we see some price action on a weekend? I don't know, man. I mean, every single weekend, it seems like, you don't see any price action. Every weekend tends to be boring as a mofo right now, okay? But Bitcoin, try to come up right now on this Friday. Are we just coming for this wick? Are we coming up higher to test some of these higher levels, 17,500, 18K? Well, let's talk about it, man. Let's freaking get busy on this Friday. What's going on, Serbo? Hamilton, I saw you counting down for the stream. 1, 2, 3. Mike, Nick, TK, Keith, Basilio, TK. Your name always reminds me of when I was younger. I used to like competitive Call of Duty. I was a little bit of a nerd. I still am a nerd at heart. You guys might not think that, but I am. I was competitive. I liked competitive Call of Duty, and TK was one of the competitive names. Every time I see your name, I think of that. It's very, very random, but take it for what it is. I used to be a huge Call of Duty nerd. I used to blast all you mofos. I used to be the guy in the lobby going 101 while all you guys were crying, going, "He's camping! He's camping!" That was me camping. That was me hit behind the head glitch. All right, let's jump on in. All right, so Bitcoin 17,070. What is different from this morning? Well, we were talking about this morning. Could Bitcoin actually come down? The sort of the nullification for Bitcoin coming down for me was, can you hold this sort of head and shoulders neckline, right? So this morning we dumped below that neckline, right? We sort of come back up. We were struggling with on stream right there. But what was Bitcoin able to do, my friends? Well, Bitcoin was able to get back up here and reclaim that. And now we're coming up to the upside. Happy days, as Tito would say.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
That's what I'm talking about. You want to see the invalidations, right? Every bullish move has an invalidation. Every bearish move has an invalidation. Nothing is uncertainty. So you got the invalidation move to the upside. Now, what could we be looking for? Are we back on the menu for some upside price action here? Did anything really change in the first place? No. Shorter term time frames, we were talking about it, but nothing changed on the daily time frame, my friends. First of all, you guys know my rant real quick. Becker, come on the screen real quick. Come on the screen real quick, Becker. Come in here, man. Come on the screen real quick, Becker. Come on. Come on, man. We need you up here. Get up here, man. All right, here comes Becker, guys. Hold on. What's going on, guys? It's Becker. Listen, Jordan's been bitching about the SPF stuff. Guys, I am so sick and tired. I tweeted this over here on Twitter today. I am so sick and tired of this SPF shit. Listen, I can't take it. I mean, I'm over here banging your mom while you're downstairs listening to the SBF stuff. And all I can hear while you're banging your mom, I can't even hear her. All I hear is some guy interviewing SBF downstairs. And he's saying the same shit he always does. I am so sick of the SBF stuff. Get it out of here. No one gives a shit about that anymore, okay? Is he a criminal? Yes, he's a criminal. Were there bigger players involved? Yes. Will we know who they are? No, because the game is rigged. You're not going to understand who they are, man. They're not going to let you know. Anyways. I'm gonna go bang your sister now and stop playing the SBF stuff on your computer, man. Holy shit! All right, I'm out of here, man. Peace. But, hey, man, he agrees with me. I am so sick of that shit, man. No one gives a crap about that anymore, man. Yeah. I mean, listen, it is what it is. I mean, it's cool. But we've been hearing about it for a month now. Like it's about overdone in my personal opinion. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. We need George. George actually doesn't even talk about that too much anymore either. Cheers, guys. Cheers. We got the coffee rocking and rolling today as we wait for Bitcoin to make its move. Now, what could we expect for Bitcoin next? Is there anything that really changed? Well, there's not much that changed. I guess the one thing that we can say changed is obviously the price action. But, you know, today, though Bitcoin got to move back down on that jobs report, you could argue it just was taking this vector candle down here. It's trying to come back up to the upside where we have this giant wick up here at 17,300. Okay, now, nothing's really changed for me. I mean, this whole time I was saying is unless Bitcoin gets a daily close below 16,900, nothing has changed, okay?
Nothing has changed.
Where's Savvy when you need him? Savvy. Savvy, I need you up here right now. I know you're a bear, but tell him. Guys, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed, okay? What Jordan is saying is correct. Nothing has changed. We may go up a little bit here in the short term. We're still going back down to about 5K as my target, guys. So nothing has changed, okay?
Nothing has changed.
All right, now I'm going to go study some Elliott wave theory. I'll be back. Thank you, Savvy. Thank you. When you need Savvy, he's coming into the chat in here. I'll tell you that. But no, so far Bitcoin doing what we sort of said, okay? We had these highs over here. Bitcoin so far getting back above, holding them as support on the daily time frame. Bada bing, bada boom. You know, so up until this point, you know, we haven't really gone anywhere, but we have, like, that's my point. We haven't really gone anywhere. So there's no reason to get uber bearish at this current point. Now, we talked about the stock market and things like that, but let's throw the stock market aside. Let's talk about that a little down the line. I understand the stock market's at the biggest resistance in the bear market, but we'll talk about that coming up in a little bit. First, Let's fix the Santa hat. In case you guys are wondering, why the hell is this weirdo wearing a Santa hat? If you're new to the stream, there's probably like 3 new people in here. You know, it's the bear market. It is what it is. I like it like that personally because we only have the people in here that have been watching the stream for a while, which is pretty nice. There's not as many trolls, and what's good is the people that do troll, I know you're doing it just to piss me off. So that's about where we're at. But you know, what was I saying? Why am I wearing the hat? Until Bitcoin makes a new low, aka Bitcoin breaks below 15,500 on a closure of some, you know, we can call it a daily time frame. Then this hat ain't coming off. So, will I be wearing it? How long will I be wearing it for? I'm sick of wearing it already. I go to the grocery store with this. I go to the gym with this. I do everything with this hat on, guys. So, that's about where we're at in that scenario. Okay, let's go back to BTC here. So, still, I mean, at this current time, Rafi, Rafi, I know you're trolling. That's the oldest troll in the book, man. You got to come up with a better troll than that, my man. Holy moly. You guys trolls are D tier trolls, okay? Even Bob's a better troll than you guys.
Man, I can't even troll Jordan anymore. He knows every trick in the book. Oh, this is the only troll that works. Let me play Call of Duty and stream around the blockchain and ruin his internet. That one always works. He gets so flustered when that happens. You guys want to see him flustered? He gets all red and grumpy. Ready? Let's use the internet. Here we go.
Waiting for it. But anyways, what's still the targets that we got? Let's go to the 4-hour time frame real quick. All right. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. What do we got going on? So, still just a back test, right? All these highs, 1, 2, 3, coming back down, flipping as support. So far, so good, right? I mean, that's really all you have to look at this. I mean, people make this way too confusing, man. Are you still above support? Yes. Then chill out. Holy moly. We come up here. Okay. My first target is still around that $17,600 level. Why $17,600? Well, I mean, I simply look up. The $17,600 level is a huge level, my friends. And that would be probably a good take it profit area for you. If you were buying some stuff down here at 15.5, 16K, that 17.6 area wouldn't be a bad area to take some off the board. Okay, if you're looking for some type of swings, my really only swings right now, I had Uniswap, as I told you guys a couple days ago, and what was the other one? I think it was Link. I added some Link too. That was just for like a little swing. So. That might be a good area to take some profits on some altcoins. I do still think you'll see 17.6. That's the previous wick from June, and that's also the daily close high. So a lot of confluence there at the wick and at the November highs for BTC at 17,600. That's my first target. Could I see Bitcoin get into 18K? Yeah, I can see that. That's sort of your lows here from October and September. I could see 18K too. Sound crazy? I know. It sounds absolutely nutburgers. Holy crap, what could cause Bitcoin to go up there right now? Jordan, there's literally nothing to put us up there. There's nothing. I'm shorting this. We're going back down to 14K next week. It's happening, okay? Get ready, guys. The stock market's gonna dump. Get ready. And hey, Java might not be wrong, but I am looking for these targets first, okay? Nothing. The plan is still the same. The plan is still the freaking same, man. We ride up to 17.6, we TP here, okay? We ride up to 18K, we TP here, and then, right? I mean, your hodl stack, whatever, but whatever you bought down here to trade, and you sort of, and then at that point, I do think you ride it back down. Now, obviously, what could change that? The FOMC meeting coming up on the 13th, which we're only 10 days away now, right? We have basically 2 weekends. We only really have 7 really market open days until the FOMC meeting. So we're getting very close to there. Very, very, very freaking close for that FOMC meeting, which could cause a little bit of volatility, like it always does. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Jelly Bean? But I do like the Bitcoin price. Actually, I do still think we hit these, at least one of these targets. At least 17.6. I could see 18K too, if I'm being honest. Anyways. Let's jump back into BTC here. 17,066. Is that leftover nut on your chin? Leftover nut. What kind of nut? Is it brown or is it white? Guys, last night, I told you guys talked me into pizza. But I told you guys, what did I get last night? I got chicken parmesan. And let me tell you, this chicken parmesan, real quick, I know you guys don't care about my food choices, but it is what it is. This is how I vent to you about my food choices. I had chicken parmesan. It came with potatoes in red sauce. Very, very interesting. Why did it come with potatoes? I don't know, but potato, I'll take a potato all day. I said I was going to have no carbs. Listen to the carbs that I had. I had potatoes. The chicken parm also came with pasta. So potatoes and pasta, and it doesn't stop there. I decided to get a side of garlic bread. So I had every single type of carb you can think of. All right? Pasta, bread, potatoes. The only carb that I didn't have,
Rant alert.
listen, the only carb that I didn't have was rice. So that's about where we're at today. But so far today, we haven't had any carbs. So we're good to go today, man. We're good to go today. Just want to let you know. Chicken parmesan and pizza. Oh, yeah, that sounds fire, man. Basically you just put breaded chicken on pizza. You're good to go with that. That sounds really good, man. All right, so that's BT Sizzle in a nutshell, in a big nutshell, and every single nutshell in between. That's where we're at. That's where we're at in the grand scheme of things. I don't think I really need to look at this and that and that and that. That's basically what I see, right? Now, I guess one thing I'll point out is we go to the 3-day chart. On the little 3-day chart, we did get that momentum flip back over. And when we do get that momentum flip back over right here, on the 3-day chart, that is a good sign. That closes tonight, actually. So, we got 15 minutes into the 3-day closure. I would like if this closed a little bit higher, but it's not really the end of the world if it doesn't. I mean, it's not like it's going to change much, but you are getting a little bit of a wick on the top side of that 3-day candle. I would like, come on, Bitcoin, get a little bit higher in the next 15 minutes. That would be very, very nice for me. But hey, I can't hate on that 3-day candle. So looks like we're gonna close nicely with that, with the flip over, confirm with the closure. Let's see if we can get some further momentum up to the upside on some of these higher term time frame charts, which would be super, super nice. I guess flip over to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly. 65K by March. Alpy, you are kidding me, man. You sound like George out here. I am George. We're all George. Guys, today, I'm going to explain to you why I think Bitcoin will hit 65K by March of next year and why I remain bullish throughout these turbulent times. All right. If you haven't already, make sure you smack up that like button and make sure you follow all my channels and check out cryptosrus.com. All right. So today, guys, welcome. Today, let's take a look at the weekly chart for Bitcoin. So you can see Bitcoin right now is building a extremely strong base here at 16K. And if you take a look over here, over on Twitter, this guy over on Twitter named Bitcoin to the Moon XO posted this chart over here. And if you actually look at this chart from Twitter to the Moon XO, and you look at this trend line that he posted that goes through all the current price action, you can see right here that we are breaking out for Bitcoin. And the target that Bitcoin to the Moon XO says is Bitcoin to 65K by March, which would basically look like something like this. So that's what we got. Bitcoin to the moon, and that's really all I have to say. Now, let's do some quick Q&A. Let's do some Q&A. What's my opinion on Sam Bankman-Fried? Dude, I don't want to talk about it, man. I'm bored of that shit. Get out of my chat. All right. George being mean to his head. George has actually been pretty nice lately. He's been pretty laid back. All right. We were on track for Xmas. Yo, Alpy, 65K by March would look like this. Yo. That's faster than Bitcoin. Actually, no, it's... No, actually, no, it's not. I was going to say it's faster than when Bitcoin went up in 2020. But, I mean, that would be pretty insane. I don't think that's likely. Alpy, I want it to happen, but, man, I don't think that's likely, my man. All right? Holy moly. Let's see what's going on over here. 17,068 for BTC. We're still just chilling at the current moment, man. We're still just chilling. Chilling, man. Chilling. Let's go. Guys, can I make a quick rant alert real quick?
Rant alert.
Whenever I go on Twitter, man, it's freaking brutal. Listen, guys. Listen. And this is not even me. I don't even post on Twitter most of the time. But here's the thing. I go on Twitter and I'm just seeing people be super negative and shit. Guys, there's people on Twitter that give you like free trade setups and stuff like this, and they don't work out, and everyone's super negative. Bro, here's a second. First of all, okay?
Rant alert.
If you're going to blame someone else because their trade was wrong and you copied them, you're already in the wrong place for it. You got to figure out your own decisions and make them by yourself. Don't be copying other people's trades, first of all, okay?
Rant
Okay,
alert.
just want to put that out there. Second of all, for you to call people names and shit on Twitter because their trade was wrong or something like that, or because they said one thing that was wrong or something like that, dude, you're just a negative ass person, man. All right?
Rant alert.
Get off Twitter for 2 seconds, dude. You know what I mean? Holy shit. I see it all the time. And that's why I don't post on Twitter, man. People are brutal over there, dude. It's like people are just so negative, have nothing else better to do. Anyways, that's besides my point. I had to rant about that for a second because it's not even me. I see people that I actually really like on Twitter, and they actually give a lot of good insight, and then they say one thing that's wrong, and people are just like, you're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Who's the idiot? He's giving you free stuff, and you're over here talking shit for no reason, and you're not adding any value to anyone's life. All right? But anyways, that's besides the point. I'm gonna shut up about that for 2 seconds. All right? Holy moly, man. Twitter is freaking. I'm not gonna say the word. All right, so let's go over to Ethereum. What's Ethereum doing, my man? Here we go. Ethereum, what do we got going on? So, I mean, Ethereum's price action actually looks a lot better than Bitcoin's. And sometimes we see this a lot, where Ethereum sort of just, it almost holds up better than Bitcoin when it's at its highs. But you look at ETH, same kind of price action. You got lows coming up, 1, 2, 3. You got highs at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got a nice ascending triangle formation, right? Now, these often can be continuation patterns to the upside when you're already in a bullish trend. And that sort of supports what I think happens for Bitcoin, my friend. All right? I think Bitcoin, listen.
Rant alert.
I think Bitcoin's going higher. I've been saying this. I think Bitcoin's going higher on the higher term time frames, daily time frame, weekly time frame, things like that. Hourly time frame, it doesn't matter. Here's the deal, my friends. Okay? Here's the deal. You got to make a decision for yourself. This is a short-term time frame shiitake mushroom. All right? I'm still looking for ETH, and my ultimate target for Ethereum was at least the first target of 1376, but the big one was the 618. Hold on. Let me zoom out a little bit because I'm way too zoomed in for my liking, first of all. Way too zoomed in. The 618 Fibonacci up here at approximately 14,444. At least it's not 666. Holy moly, man. 666. So we're up there at 14,666. But yeah. So I don't see why anything would change that for Ethereum at the current moment. It was really just hold up. It was really just a low, a high, all these lows, all these highs, now flipping into support again. Very simple. Let's not make it too I guess let's not make it too crazy. I mean, with all these stupid indicators that everyone uses. Let's just look at the supports, look at the resistance levels, and play it that way. All right? 0.618 fib halfway through this vector candle. That is what I'm looking at there for Captain Ethereum. Because Ethereum's great. Let me see. No, based on the XRP case, I think ETH is safe. Oh, you guys talk about securities and shit? Let me see what we got here. John said the stream is turning into just one big long rant. You could say that. You could definitely say that. But, hey, at least I'm here. You know what I'm saying? When Binance crash, when? Fahid, are you a bull or bear right now? Let me know. Bull or bear, Fahid? That is a good indicator. Are we bull or bear, Fahid? I need to know right now. Man, oh man, oh man. Man, I want to take some profits up here at 17.6 and 18K, man. So I can just put those back in when Bitcoin goes back down here. All right, come on. Come on. 17,083. I would love to see some price action before on the stream here and not wait till right after, like it typically does. That would be cool. Bitcoin approaching that lower, that's previous local high right here at 17,100. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to zoom in a little bit here. 1790 for BTC. We're inching up like an inchworm right now. Slowly but surely inching up like an inchworm. Bears in the chat. Fahid is FOMOing. Gonna go down. No! Fahid's FOMOing, man. So is Horse Guy. Ooh, I already bought some crypto, but I think I'm going to buy some more crypto now. It is approaching the high. This is a good point. Right at resistance? This looks like a good point to buy some Bitcoin. I'm going all in. All in right now. Let's go, guys.
What's up, Browski? How's Doge doing these days? I jumped on the wagon. I'm officially a dogger. Rant alerts revolving light are amazing.
That was a giant burp, man. Holy moly. I don't know if you guys heard that burp, but that thing was legit. Holy. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Bob had to come up here and... I don't know what Bob is doing. He's like eating meatloaf on the floor over here. I don't know what he's doing.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I just wanted to watch Jordan live. He's spitting facts tonight. He's spitting facts. The trolls on Twitter have no lives. No lives, man. You know, I'm a troll too, so I agree with him. I know, I have no life, but I love it.
Oh, man, I can't even do a fake laugh. Sorry, a fake burp. 17,092. Come on, BTC, give me a little something tonight. Give me a little something.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Oh, man. So, ETH, what are you guys saying in the chat, by the way? Candy said, what's up, broski? What's going on? How's Doge doing these days? I jumped on the wagon. Officially a Doger. Rant alert. Dude, I am a Doger for life now. Okay? Doge. You can't be even hating on Doge now. I've always said Doge is actually a crypto that actually might have a potential use case, unlike 99% of these ones. But, not yet, but might. Come on, BT Sizzle. Give me a little something. How's Doge doing? Doge has been struggling the last couple of days, but you also got to remember it was pumping up a lot before a lot of these other ones were going. Like Doge, what I've noticed about Doge is Doge usually starts going up before everything else does. And then everything else kind of follows Doge. It's very, very interesting, right? So Doge started coming up here on November 22nd. Let me see where Bitcoin was on that date. Bitcoin, I guess Bitcoin was coming up on that date too. I take that back. I'm totally making that up. No, but that's what happened last time, at least. But Doge really started to go like pretty high up there, really, really quick. But before Bitcoin started to go up. But Doge, still below 11 cents. You're still below these previous lows. So you still got to give it a little oomph until it breaks back above this level. But, I mean, obviously we break this level. We sort of play it like we get back above here, we hold, and then we start to come back up. And then I'd be looking for the highs again. But until then, you still got to respect this as a decent resistance level there. But I mean, I look at the daily time frame. I don't see any divergences. I don't see why this can't continue up higher. You sort of got your pullback on the shorter term time frames. Let's look at Doge on the hourly time frame. Look at Doge. Look at the Doges here. The Doges want some meat tonight, boys. You see the Doges? They want some meat. Look at the Doges right now, man. They're thirsting. They are thirsting for some possible higher levels. So they're coming in hot.
Strap up.
Look at the Doges, man.
Yeah, I'm a Doger. Look at Doge go. Wait, I sold all my crypto. Shit, I sold all my crypto at the low. Why didn't I just wait a couple days? No, Doge looks like it is trying to break out a little bit. Here we go, 100K Doge.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
100K Doge incoming. But, yeah, that's a nice little move for Doge. I mean, I would say at this point, however you want to look at this. I mean, if we want to look at a pattern, I'm just looking at the breakout and looking at targets. I don't see why it doesn't. You still got this wick up here. See why it comes for that wick up there. We'll monitor that as we go. But the Doges are the Doges, man. You gotta love the Doges. If you're not a Doger at this point, what are you doing? Let me see. Twitter is lit right now. Twitter is lit. About what? SBF? Like, what is new to hear about? You know? Would you do anything wrong? SBF comes on and goes,
Yeah, oh yeah, sorry, I wasn't in charge of any of the risk. I didn't know anything that was happening. I can't name any names of anyone that was involved.
and then you got these interviewers that are like,
So, SPF, tell me a little bit about your life. Well, my family is really, really great, you know, and, quite frankly, I come from a great background. A lot of people have a misconception about me, and I'm really not that bad of a guy, okay?
that is wonderful to hear. SPF, you are so misunderstood. So misunderstood. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about, what happened with this whole fiasco? What was your involvement in this whole thing?
I had no idea about anything, quite frankly, and quite frankly, a lot of people are putting the target on me, and I didn't do anything, okay?
It's like, do the same shit over and over again. All right, let's see BTC. BTC chill right at the highs, man. Come on, BT Sizzle, give me a little something. Give me a little something, man. And then you just got all these influencers just trying to get clout, just trying to get an interview. It's like, dude, oh, you got an interview, cool. You're gonna say the same shit. Oh, you got an interview, cool. It's like, half of them are so cringe with this shit too, man. It's multiple of them. They're just so cringe with this shit. Listen, I'm cringe as hell, but I know I'm cringe as hell. Holy moly, man. It's like you're not a news reporter, man. Holy shit. All right, here we go. 1794. Come on, BT Sizzle. Break this little local high. Don't be a little peepee. Don't be a little peepee. Ah, man. All right, so that's sort of Ethereum. Let's look at ETH. Daily close, daily close. Here we go. We got the daily close here. 1295. Let's see. So here we go. When SPF interview, you won't be finding me doing that, man. It's. I mean, at this point, it's like, dude, what is an interview gonna do? If he hasn't telling you anything, he's not gonna tell you anything he doesn't already. There's no point in doing an interview. All right, if he wanted to tell you something, he would tell you. Let's do a quick sip. Daily close. 1295 for Ethereum. Not a bad close. It looks like we engulfed that yesterday's candle. So that red candle we got yesterday, we engulfed. Today was such a funny day, man. Bitcoin also had a really nice daily close. Look at Bitcoin's daily close. No wick on the top side, wick on the bottom side. You got bought right back up, right? The jobs report came out today. Everyone got super, super bearish in the jobs report, and Bitcoin just rebounded and came with a pretty good daily candle. That's how you do it that's how you do it in. I guess I don't know if I should say this. That's how we do it in the wilderness. Come on, Bitcoin, let's go, baby. Let's go catch some bears. Let's go catch some bears. Oh, there's one right there. There's one. There's one. He looks miserable. Let's catch him. No one cares about him.
Elliott Waves. Elliott Waves.
Elliott Waves, Litecoin. All right. I'm done. All right. So Bitcoin closed right there. Not too bad close for BTC. There was some other coins that did well. Uniswap. You guys know my Uniswap shit. Let's go look at Uniswap real quick. So we labeled right here we labeled right here on December 16th, Uni will be at 710. You guys were laughing at me, spitting on my chest. And here we are. Almost there. On December 16th, Uni will be at $7.10. Okay, might get there sooner now. But Uni, can we get a little pump sound going for Uniswap? Come on, baby. Where's the unibrow? Yeah, that is a Chris reference, by the way. That is a Chris reference. They were spitting on my chest. I haven't watched an crypto video, and I can't tell you the last time I saw an crypto video. He doesn't pop up in my home feed anymore. I guess the alert, emergency. I guess I stopped falling for the clickbait thumbnails, man. I stopped falling for the clickbait thumbnails with a million exclamation points, a giant mouth like someone's about to do a giant load into your mouth, and you're going nuts every day, man. It's like the veins about to pop, and nothing happened on the Bitcoin chart. All right. So that's what we got. December 16th, Uni will be at 710. We'll go over Uni again, but Uni, man, you gotta love some Uni, man. You gotta love some Uni. Bitcoin coming up too. Here we go. So Bitcoin, man. Let's see if we got some movement here for Bitcoin. 15-minute chart. We're getting some volatility. We're getting wicks up, wicks down. Here we go. Let's see what we got. This is on the 15-minute time frame, so it might be a little bit whoop, 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 whoop. Will we come for that wick? Will we come for this wick? Will we candlestick the wick, my friends? Let's see what we got over here. 17,120 on BT. Sizzle. Sizzle my nizzle, baby. Come sizzle my nizzle. I drank too much. I only had 1 cup of coffee. I feel like I drank like 10 cups of coffee here. You know? Jordan, no one cares about Bitcoin price right now. They only care about SBF. I have a huge interview coming up on SBF tomorrow. All right? On the Twitter spaces. No one cares about the Bitcoin price. They just want to hear about what's going on with SBF, okay? All right? So, Jordan, you should get an interview too. All right? Come to the Bahamas with me. Come to the Bahamas. Come on, let's go to the Bahamas together. Right? We can rant on Twitter all day about how no one likes me. Come on, come to the Bahamas, man. All right. But, all right, 17,120. Come on, BT Sizzler. Get up there for that wiki. For that wiki, boy. What was this, by the way? What was this? Oh, we'll talk about this later. This is not that important that we should talk about right now. Let's see. Look at Matic. Matic. Yeah, Matic's the other one. I mean, Matic, I expect to come up to this green box here at the very, very least. I don't see why I wouldn't. It's just an oscillator. It's up, down, up, down, up, down in this little channel. I mean, other than this one deviation to the top. So, Matic, I'm looking for, that $1 to 105 cent mark. That would be where I would probably take a little bit off the board if I was here short term. So, here we go. Come on, Matic. Give me a little something.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Let's see. Shane said, Jordan, when BTC is at all-time high in the summer, are you going to sell? If Bitcoin is at all-time high in the summer, I don't know if I'd be worried or I'd be like, holy shit, that's absolutely crazy. Shane, do you actually think Bitcoin will be at all-time highs in the summer? Alpi thinks in March. So, I wouldn't take away anything here. I wouldn't take away anything. Let's see. Let's see. I told you all the FOMO. Be careful on the FOMO, man. You go to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, big spike up. Let's see what we got. Oh, let's put the feet up a little bit here, boys. Let's put the feet up a little bit. Let's see. Market maker still adding to his long position. Won't be surprised. I would not be surprised to see him doing that. All right. What else we got? Anything else do pretty well today? DOT had a pretty good, nice move up today. Nothing crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not at like substantial levels on these. DOT still below support, right? 1, 2, 3. Resistance coming up. Testing resistance again, most likely at around 590. And at that point, you gotta respect resistance until it's not resistance. Nope. So, DOT, I see a little bit higher up for Mr. Dotty, the Dotty boy. But, I would say DOT's still got some good price action ahead. And I still look at this juicy thing right here, man. This juicy little mofo up here. Right here in this vector candle, which means a lot of people went short right here, man. Do they come back up and they come up and take those mofos? I would say that would happen if Bitcoin somehow got to like 18,000. Over the course of a few weeks, maybe it comes all the way back up here. It's actually not that big of a move in reality. It looks like a big move, but it's really not. So Dot, let's see what we got for Dottie, the Dottie boy. Let's see. See, FOMO works. Horse guy's in shambles right now.
What the hell? What is that wig? What is that? That is manipulation. Jordan, you told me 18K tonight. You told me literally $18,000 tonight. Jordan is manipulating us. He is selling on our head. He's telling us up. Well, he has his phone on his lap, and he is selling on us. This is ridiculous. I am reporting him. I am going to report you. YouTube. He is playing us.
Oh, lordy. Horse guy. Holy Lord. Horse guy. Coming in hot. Let me see. The classic. Jordan, 18K. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we got cooking. So I guess that can kind of segue us a little bit into the S&P. Look at the S&P today and how it respected this line, man. Well, let's look at the daily chart. Look at this bad boy. Look at that close for the S&P. That is a weird ass close, no? Look at this close, guys, that we got on the S&P right here. Look at that shit. I don't know. I will say this, and I'll give you a quick rant alert here, real quick. All right. The market makers never leave us to be wondering what's going to happen going into next week. They never do. They always make us wonder what's going to happen next. Look how the S&P closed, man. You can't tell me this shit's not rigged, my guys. This shit is more rigged than every American sport. Okay? More rigged than every American sport. Bills versus Pats. Bad play calling. They wanted the Bills to win. Sorry. Oh, man. Just a little coffee in here. Just a little coffee. We look here. Look at that, man. You closed, you dumped, you went all the way back up, just like Bitcoin, and you ended up closing exactly at that sort of all-time high trend line. You can't make this shit up, man. You really can't make this shit up. So, where will we close next week? I mean, where will we open next week? I don't know. I saw this dump here today, and I was like, shit, man. That's setting up for that move down. But that's close that we had today made it a little bit interesting going into next week. So I'll be shocked to see where this ends up going. You still got the bearish divergence, right? You still got the 3 lower highs, the 3 higher highs. All right, so you got some bearish divergence. You still got the big rising wedge, which is the bearish pattern as well, into resistance. But man, they're really going to keep us into our toes going into next week on this, man. I'm hoping that Bitcoin can get a move up this weekend before we decide. We see where the S&P actually ends up going. But man, I would say this is a big test time for the big S&P tizzle. The big S&P tizzle my nizzle at this level, man. Because if this does break, I do think that could lead to a quick move up. Maybe not a sustained move, but some FOMO where people go, holy shit, look at this trend line broke. And then it probably comes back down after that. You know what I mean? And that's also supported with the VIX. If you guys follow the stock market, you look at the VIX, which is over here. The VIX, if you look at where we're at, this is typically the point where you would want to get out of your sort of positions, right? Whenever this is at this, it's just a big channel. You see this? Every time the VIX comes down to this about 18 level, that's been the point where the S&P is topped out, right? In August and in April, right? Where was the S&P in August and April? August, right here. April, bada bing, bada boom, right here. So we got to be a little careful here going into next week for the S&P, and that would affect Bitcoin. I think everyone knows that by now, and I think everyone that's here has heard that consistently, but we'll keep watching. All I know is right now, My grandma ain't asking me how to buy Bitcoin, man.
Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
My grandma ain't asking me how to buy Bitcoin. Definitely not on Thanksgiving. Will she be asking me on Christmas? If I keep wearing the hat, she's going to be asking me on Christmas. I'll tell you that. Right? My mom right now, Jordan, I told you not to buy that crypto coinacy, okay? I told you not to buy that, all right? How are you going to grow up if you keep buying this crypto coinacy, okay? It is a scam. I did not raise my son to invest in a scam, okay? Invest in, in your savings account. Put all your money in your savings account and keep it in there for 20 years and then collect your 1% interest. That is how you're going to get by in life, all right? Put all of it in that savings account and keep it in there, all right? Stop investing in that crypto scamacy. It's a scam, it's a fraud, and there's nothing good about it. Let's see, 520 S&P for S&P by summer, 5,200 S&P by summer. I don't know. I mean, we can talk macro, and I love talking macro stuff, but I know people don't like talking about that stuff, man. I know people hate talking about the macro shit, you know? Even Mike hates it. Man. So sick of talking about macro. I've told you guys all year. Cash is king. Cash is literally king. All right? There's no reason to get bullish on anything. Cash is king. Guys, man, I don't want to talk macro. But, guys, I love talking about macro stuff. But no one likes talking about that shit. Let me see. Savings account, 1% wouldn't even keep up with the pre-pandemic inflation. That's very, very true. I mean, listen, this bear market for the stock market is listen, the reason why it's different, and we could go this, up in arms. The Fed is very far from pivoting, right? I mean, that's not going to happen in December. It's probably not going to happen in February. Okay? It's probably not going to happen in March. The Fed is pretty far from pivoting. But the common narrative is, and I want to mention this every now and then because even I thought this was the thing, and then I watched the Becker video and he made some really good points about that, is whenever the Fed is pivoted, that's when the market actually gets the majority of the losses, right? People think the Fed pivot, market's going to boom. In reality, we look at the bear markets, right? Here's when the Fed pivoted. That's when the bear market started, right? Here's the Fed pivoted. That's when the bear market started. You know what I mean? So will this time be different? I argue that this time is a little bit different from the fact that the markets already came down before the Fed pivot, while these ones were still going up the whole time. You know what I mean? And this time, you also got inflation that might be topped out before the Fed pivot. You know what I mean? So there's so many different factors going on, man. So many different factors. So, man, there's too much going on. I can't even keep track of all of it. But, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how next year play out. I think next year will be a doozy, one way or the other. I think next year is going to be volatile. I usually say it's going to be boring. My take is it's going to be either really bad or it's going to be a lot better than people expect. Which way? I mean, that's anyone's guess. But I think it's going to be a pretty interesting year either way. You know what I mean? I could see the next few months being boring. But as we start to get into like mid 2023, like starting to get into April, May, June, I could see, it being a doozy one way or the other, So we shall see, my friends. I'm excited for it, though. I mean, 2022 has been a doozy. Don't get me wrong. 2022 has been crazy for the bearish reasons, So let's see what 2020. All right, let's do this. I'm curious. Let's start a poll, and this is going to be an interesting poll. I want to know what you guys think. Let's see. Will the 2023 Bitcoin yearly candle be red or green? Let me say this. Will the 2023 Bitcoin yearly candle be red or green? Let me ask you guys in the chat. So basically, if you were to invest on January 1st and sell on December 31st, would you be in profit or would you be down? Let me know what you think. If you were to buy on January 1st, no, not taking into account anything that happens in the next month. We don't know what Bitcoin's going to be at the end of December, but what do you guys think in the chat? Let me know. Let me know. Let's see. I'm out of troll food. Wayne's out of troll food, man. Let's see. Bathwater says pivot is priced in. Crab wins again. The pivot is priced in. Yeah, I mean, this time is so much. The reason why I say this time is different, and not that the market's going to react differently. I think this time the reason why you're seeing prices of assets like Bitcoin and the S&P come down before the Fed pivots this time is because the internet is so big now, where the information spreads fast, right? People have more access to information than they did in 2007. Right? And then they had especially in 2000, where the internet wasn't really even that big of a thing back then. Now people have so much more access to information. So I think that's why you're seeing this front run. You're seeing that Fed pivot almost front run this time as the market drops before the Fed pivot, where the other times the market topped at the Fed pivot. So that definitely could be a case where the market continues to crab and then do a thing here. And then the Fed pivots like, I don't know, let's say that the market does something like this, right? It comes up a little bit more, drops again, it does like this. And then you get into like mid 2023, Fed starts to pivot. It might be that, it's people are expecting it at that time. So the market prices in the pivot, and then all of a sudden, the market just kind of goes sideways. Who the hell knows, man? It could end up being like the 70s. The 70s, were sort of just choppy price action. That would be the worst case scenario. If it ended up being over here like the 70s, where you kind of just go up and down on the S&P for like 10 years, that would be the worst case scenario, man. But in the 70s, I mean, the lows were every time pretty much that inflation peaked. That was the lows in the 70s. It'll be interesting to see what happens, man. Let's go back up here. Whoa, holy moly, get off here. Holy moly. Let's see. Stupidity spreads even faster than good information. That is true. Jack said everyone's saying it's going to 10 to 12K, so that's why it's going to go up, in your opinion? I mean, true, but you got to also remember that's what I was saying at 17K, and obviously Bitcoin went lower. So it's like sometimes the herd will be right, So it makes me mad when the herd is right. Right now, I think the general consensus, I mean, not the consensus, but most people think that 2023 is going to be a horrible year, and you're going to see significantly lower prices for the stock market and Bitcoin. I think that's the popular opinion. The unpopular opinion, the really unpopular opinion is Bitcoin and the stock market goes nuts to the upside. The somewhat unpopular opinion is you just see absolute sideways action for the whole year. So let's do a little neck crack. Come on. Alpy wants the fear and greed ads. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what we got today. We got monitor network servers, clouds, containers, and applications. Makes sense. It makes sense why I got this one. Because I've been doing a little coding lately, man. I'm working on something you guys will like. All right. And it's not anything crazy. Well, for me, it's something crazy. But I'm working on something to make this scene more transparent. Okay, it's a long-term project. It's not going to be done anytime soon. But we got that. I'm coding it myself. We got that. 27 on the fear. Man, it's crazy. I don't know if I believe that we're only at 27 on a fear. Maybe we're up a little bit higher than like a week ago. About a week ago. Come on, Bob, sing it. About a week ago.
I'm not a son of why you weaken hoe. And all of a sudden, why you weaken hoe.
But 27. Come on, man. No way we're at a 27. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Holo. All right, but we also have, yeah, man, you can't tell me that since the SBF stuff that the fear and greed index shouldn't be at extreme fear. There's no way, man. There's no way. Everyone's fearful. Even George is fearful. I am George. We're all George. You can't tell me that's not true, man. Holy moly. All right, come on, BTC. 17,071. We're just chilling here right now. Let's see. You know how to code for real? You just actually coding it. Nah, I know how to code. I'm still learning a few languages. My major was computer science in college, actually. Computer science and management. I did both. But I forgot a lot of things, so I'm sort of refreshing myself as I go. But you know, we can sort of do, you know, we can do the basics. We can do the HTML, the CSS. We can do the JavaScript. You know, we can do some PHP. PHP is my favorite, actually. And then you know, we can do a little Python. We can do a little Python there. You know, but you know, I'm a little bit of a nerd. You guys might not think I'm much of a nerd as I am, but I am a freaking nerd, man. Like, all right, so. Anyone who likes the program is a nerd. Like, is there any other programmers out there? Is there any other programmers out there? Let me freaking know. Let me know, man. If you're a programmer, you are a freaking nerdy nerd. Hold up. PHP? Oh, man. That's some good shit. C++? Ah, man, I learned that in college, but like, I would have to refresh myself to learn that again. You know? I'm a nerd. Nice, dude. Let's see. Def a nerd. JavaScript developer. Nice, dude. Nerd here. That's what I'm talking. Look at everyone in here. I mean, if you're in crypto, you're probably being a little bit of a nerd. For sure. For sure. 30 plus years PHP? Yeah, PHP is my shit. PHP is my go-to, man. And a lot of people will disagree, but it's my favorite one. Anyone who will wear that hat this long is definitely a nerd. You know what it is. You know what it is. Man, Bitcoin, dude. We're just kind of chilling on BTC at the moment, man. I can barely work on my when JavaScript. That's pretty good, actually. When JavaScript. Wow, I have my own coding language. Let's code how to make more Chinese food go into my room. Okay, let's do this. While, parentheses, Java, hunger is greater than 0, parentheses, and then if Java wants Chinese food, return beef teriyaki. Oh man, Java. We're making code for JavaScript. Holy moly. That's pretty good. All right. Anyways, let's go over here. Some good stuff. If need belly bloat. I only build big things. I build computers and know about the hardware very well. Nice then. No, and then, well, then you can do else. He'd still be hungry. Else give whatever it is. Egg rolls? I don't know. Egg rolls. Classic. Anyways, let's see. Bitcoin just kind of chilling now, man. Come on, dude. You were giving me a little bit of hope that we're going to get some price action there. Anything else coming up a little bit? Let's go check out some altcoins. Anything else kind of doing its thing? Let's see what we got. Man, everything's kind of just chilling. Everything's down, up maybe less than 1%. I mean, Uniswap's coming up a little bit more. That's great. You ain't breaking the previous high, though, so I can't get too excited about Uniswap here. I really can't. If you need any help or have any questions, you can ask me. I know the like the ins and outs. It's just learning the syntax again sometimes is a little bit difficult. Oh man, that's what we got there. All right. What else can we go over? Anything else, guys? I mean, the weekly chart. Weekly chart's still the most interesting chart for me. It's like we're at the 786 retracement. I am interested to see what Bitcoin does going into next year. It's at an interesting point where, you know, and just like a lot of it's going to depend on what the S&P does going into the next couple weeks. Does the S&P break out and hold? That'll be the real question. I think we all know that. But the weekly chart is so interesting for me. And it just makes sense when I look at it from a very basic standpoint. And I sort of look at some of these vector candles that we made, right? We had this vector candle here, we came up and took it, right? We had this vector candle here, we came up and took it. I still see this one here, which usually take about half of it, right? If we were to do a half of this vector, let's just do half of it, just for fun. Where would that put BTC? I mean, it would put BTC right about 18,600, which is like literally where you put also that weekly close low. So, I mean, do I think it's impossible for Bitcoin to retrace back up to like 18,600? I don't think that's impossible, at least on the weekly time frame. You know what I mean? So the weekly chart is really interesting for me. I'm not interested in indicators right now. I mean, the RSI has lied to us many, many times in this bear market. How many times has the RSI lied to us, my guys? Okay? It has lied to us more than any other times. Like shit, dude. Shit. It has lied to us more than anything. More than freaking anything, dude. Let me take this. Oh, my little itchy ear. Oh, man. A kind of dead cat bounce. Yeah, I mean, at this point, just another bear market rally until we see what the S&P does next week. Like I said, the S&P closed at, you know, the most interesting point. The 2-week chart. Oh, man. So the 2-week open next week on the S&P is going to have the 2-week MACD flip. But I will remind you on this, guys. I will remind you real quick, right? Don't be freaking out. Don't be panic selling.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
And many of you guys probably already did. That's okay. I think a lot of people are out of the market at the moment. But that's okay, right? I mean, at this point, I ain't going to hate on you doing it. It is what it is. If you want to be out of the market, get out of the market. All right? But don't come crying to me when that doesn't work out. But anyways, that 2-week MACD flip over, the last time we had that, well, if we go back to, say, 2008, which everyone likes to compare this current market to 2008. Oh, my God, 2008. We sort of had that little fake out here before actually having that sort of continuation back down. And the time before that was in 2000. Was right here when you flipped right over here in 01. Probably everyone thought the bear market was over back then. Right here. And then what do? You kind of did this little double top and then you dumped back for that one last capitulation back down. So it looks like, I mean, on the open next week, it looks like we're going to get that flip on the 2-week MACD. And the only time in history that hasn't been a good thing was in 2000. So I'm so curious to see. I am excited. My nipples are hard right now about how excited I am for next week. I am so excited. The weekends are typically very, very boring, but you know, holy moly, man. Holy freaking guacamole. Everyone else is scared, like this guy, this weirdo. Like this is the typical weirdo I see. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not investing in anything. The prices are too low. Do you see that? Why would I even invest in that? Let me open up Robinhood real quick. Let me see what's going on here. Robinhood. Oh, okay. Bitcoin 17,000, down 75% from the highs. I'm not buying that shit. 1 year ago. Wow, I just downloaded Robinhood. What's this cryptocurrency thing? Holy shit, look at Bitcoin at 69,000. That's my favorite number. I love 69. Holy shit, this looks like a good buy right now. Let me see what the news is saying. Bitcoin to a 200K by the end of this year. Holy shit, I gotta get in Bitcoin right now. This looks like such a good buy. Oh, man. But that's where we're at. Dude, he coordinated all his buddies to wear the elf hat. The elf hat. Let me see. Soon the BTC going to 10K will be used as an uptrend hopeful call. BTC going to 10K.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
This is what I hope. I hope so much of this, guys. So much of this. All right. Your new stepdad said, I feel like your new stepdad. What a name, man. Your new stepdad. It's like Mike. Mike is the new stepdad. I feel like once the bottom is in, there's a lot of money waiting. When it does go back up, it's going to be quick. Oh yeah, there is a lot of money on the sidelines, man. I mean, you can see it in stablecoins, right? I mean, just take a look over here on CoinMarketCap. Look how much money's in stablecoins, man. Right? Whenever there's any confidence in the market is going to go nuts, right? I mean, just look at in Tether alone. There's $65 billion in Tether. You know what I mean? And USDC, there's $43 billion in USDC. Right? BUSD, there's 22 billion. DAI, there's 6. I mean, there's over $100 billion, well over $100 billion in stable coins. Whenever the market's ready to, like, and it might not be now. I mean, it's clearly not now. You're not seeing the market go nuts. But when it does, there is a lot of money in that shit, man. A lot of freaking money in that shit. A lot of money on the sidelines. And that's just in stable coins. That doesn't include dollars. But when I look at money in stable coins, I assume that that's money that's looking to be put back into the market at some point. Rather, dollars, you don't know. So there's a lot of shiza on the sidelines over there, man. All right. So I guess, and that also kind of goes into like the USDT chart. The 10K kid sounds so dope. He does.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
You know, I hope one day we can play that as a meme. You know what I mean? One day, I really hope that we can just sit here and say that the 10K guy is just a meme. At some point. We got that. All right, so USDT. Bitcoin versus USDT. And this kind of goes along with how much money's in stablecoins. I mean, Bitcoin USDT is a pretty clean chart as well. I mean, look at Bitcoin USDT. Look at this perfect trend line from the inception of Tether back here. Well, at least on the chart that we have. Look at this. Low, 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 low. Get low when the whistle blow. It's a good song. It's a good song. If you don't know what it is, let me know. But you got, I mean, almost a perfect channel here on Bitcoin USDT. It's giving me that dollar euro vibe a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. And then we got, once again, just like the Bitcoin SPX chart, you sort of got this absolutely perfect wedgie. We know we love wedgies. We know we love wedgies out here. 1, 2, 3 taps on the bottom side. We finally got that last tap. Now, for me to show this, I was looking for that last tap on the bottom side. You got that last tap, man. So, once again, I'm going to continue to look at these charts. They sound crazy right now. They really, really do. I think, you know, if this does play out, you're going to need some massive news for something like this. But the Bitcoin USDT chart looks pretty nice at this current time frame. And I would say the Bitcoin SPX chart also looks kind of nice. In that same standpoint, at the 786 retracement, at the highs from 2019. Yeah, whoops. I can't hate on those charts. You know, and they're interesting case studies. You know, if we want to call them case studies, they're interesting case studies. What does this chart tell me? This chart tells me that at some point in the near future, Bitcoin should outpace the Tether, or Tether implodes. One of those two. One of those two would happen. You know, hopefully it's option number 1. Holy moly. Let's see. Horrible song. Get low when the whistle blow. Let me see what you guys are saying in here. Let me see. DXY lost the 200-day SMA. Yeah, I mean, the DXY is another good case study. I don't know if it's a case study, but you can call it a case study. The DXY also, I mean, look at the DXY continuing down today, right? The DXY tried to retrace. You just got smacked back down in the DXY. The DXY is getting absolutely shit on right now. Absolutely shit on. Shiitake mushroom. And it's resulting in good things from the markets, man. I mean, the S&P has gone absolutely nuts to the upside since the dollar has dropped. Absolutely nut burgers. And at the same point, you look at, say, the Dow Jones. Look at the Dow Jones, man. The Dow Jones already broke out and is going nuts today. Look at the freaking Dow Jones. This thing's going absolutely nuts. You know what I mean? So the dollar weakening has been good for markets, and the dollar, once again today, I mean, it ended the week with a pretty bearish pattern, or a pretty bearish candle there. Wick to the upside, dumped at the end of the day. You kind of closed below support. The dollar also getting absolutely crushed. Bitcoin hasn't responded because, man, I mean, we've had some pretty tough breaks here in crypto. But, I mean, the dollar wants to continue down. It is what it is. I mean, that was, if we want to take one good call from this channel, it was the dollar getting topped out because the euro, from the same point, the euro broke out. So far, that was an absolutely beautiful call. If you got it on that trade, let me know. I did not, but we were talking about that. Euro absolutely crushing it. Cheers to the euros, man. Pump song for the euros. Keep increasing your dollar so that, and keep increasing your euro so the dollar keeps going down, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, euro. Come on, euro. Keep pumping, man. we want this to keep going up so the dollar keeps coming down. But the recipe is there. It's there, man. It's there. But, you know, you just, man, Bitcoin just had this cloud over it over the past, really ever since the Luna collapse, you've had this cloud over crypto, you know? So that's where we at. Jordan, as we get bottom dweller. Let's see. Euro pump for a long time now. Nice. Get the yen. Jerome Powell said dollar is a safe haven. What are you talking about? What's going on, guys? It's Jerome. Yeah, guys. Let's talk some crypto. Let's talk about inflation today. All right. So unemployment is still way too high. I just want to say that nothing has really changed in our book. As long as inflation remains high, we're going to continue to crush markets. I can't actually say that, but we're going to continue to crush markets, and we have no plan on stopping rate hikes here. In December, you know, we're planning on doing a smaller one, but that doesn't mean we can't continue doing higher ones. You know, in the further ones like from February or whatnot. But it's about where we're at the current moment, man. Pal has that smoking aunt face. That's funny, man. That's funny. I think everyone has that aunt where you see that face and you're like, bro, I don't want to deal with my aunt when she has that face. Right? Let me know. Everyone has that one aunt that's just like, dude, I really don't want. Like, she has that face. Either she's way too drunk or she's like pissed off or something, and she has that face, and you're like, dude, I really don't want to talk to her right now. Let me know if you got one like that. Anyways, on the poll, we have will the 2023 Bitcoin yearly candle be red or green? 61% of you guys said green. So that is an interesting poll. Very different from the other polls that we've done lately. That is for damn freaking sure. I would agree. I mean, even if you have a bad first half, I would agree that I think next year for Bitcoin will be green, considering where we are now. If we close, say Bitcoin closes the year, but somewhere between 16K and 18K, right? In the range that we're at right now, I would say that Bitcoin ends next year higher than that. I think that's where I would put my money. If I was putting my money on it, you know, and unless Bitcoin like pumps next month or something, like it's like 22K or some shit like that. That might be a little bit different of a case. But no, I would say there's a higher chance Bitcoin does a green year next year than a red. Even if it does have a giant drop in it. Uncles are fun people to talk to when drunk. They're fun to talk to when drunk. Uncles are fun to talk to when drunk because they have a lot of life experiences. They're like, Sonny, back in my day, we didn't buy cryptocurrencies. We bought tech stocks. All right? We bought tech stocks, and I bought a house that was only $100,000. All right? And I also made $100,000 in those days. You know, so I could buy a house with 1 year's of salary back in my days. All right. That's it. You guys at the cheap housing back in the day, man. Holy moly. All right. What else do we got going on? Oh, this little thing right here about unemployment. I wanted to touch on this real quick because I do think unemployment's a little bit lagging. And this guy right here, Alf, Macro Alf. He's not an elf. He's an Alf. Okay? He's not an elf. He's an Alf. What I'll say about this is, he said, for one, he's talking about housing. He said, the household job survey shows literally no jobs have been added in the last 8 months, while the establishment survey shows 2.7 million jobs added. Wait, what? No jobs or 2.7 million jobs added? The answer most likely lies in how the different surveys are run. This is the going right here. And I can definitely agree with this. I think this is a big reason why you're seeing like this. The household survey counts as a person holding 3 jobs as one employed person. Right? So you could see more job openings, but they're actually, one person could take up those job openings. You know what I mean? The establishing survey counts that as 3 jobs being created. So over 700K Americans have had to get a second or third job in the last 12 months to make ends meet. That makes a lot of sense, along with the fact that I think unemployment's lagging because not when everyone gets fired or laid off, they don't get unemployment right away. It takes a little bit. But over 700K Americans have had to get a second or third job in the last 12 months, right? And that doesn't even count like as we kind of go along here. So I do think the Fed kind of looks at that stuff and says, okay, it's going to be a little bit lagging, but who knows, man? Who knows? I think they'll see some of that, start to trickle back in over the next couple months. But a little bit of boring Fed talk, but I think you got to talk about stuff. You can't talk about, you can't talk about crypto without talking boring Fed talk, Oh, man. Holy moly. Let's see. Jordan too young for Alf? I'm not an Alf. I'm an elf, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Prior to the halving, 2019 got pandemic crash to hell and it still goes up. Very true, man. I mean, 2020, right? If you ask in 2020, okay, if you were in the market in 2020, and that's a good point. If you looked at crypto in 2020, let's go back over here to the weekly, and you said, okay, on this candle right here, and then all of a sudden the pandemic started to come, and all of a sudden, if you said right here, do you think Bitcoin's going to have a green or red 2020? Most people would have called you an absolute idiot if you thought that 2020 would have been green. Those people would have been the absolute idiots. Okay, right? If right here, most people would probably say 2020 is going to be super bearish. You had the pandemic starting, a lot of uncertainty in the world, right? At first, you look like a freaking genius. You look like the genius out of a cat's bag. I don't know if that saying makes sense, but Bitcoin at the end of the day in 2020, by the end of 2020, ended up being at 41K, up 696%. And you would have looked like an idiot if you thought that 2020 was going to be a bearish year. You know what I mean? So these things can change freaking quick, man. Right? And if you actually look at the time frames, March of 2020, the halving was in May. Right? So it's about two months before that. The halving this time is in April of 2024. That would put it right at the beginning of 2024 as sort of that same time frame. I guess it all kind of, it's funny how I'm so interested because we are at that point where the halving is getting pretty close at this point. Like we're only a year and 5 months away from the halving, which sounds like a long time, trust me, but it's that shit goes by quick. If you've been in the bear market this whole year, I mean, we're a year and a month into the bear market. You take that same time frame. Think about it this way, guys. For all you guys that are super bored and impatient at the moment,
Rant
right?
alert.
Think about it this way. You take the time frame you've been in this bear market since last November, a year and a month. You go, that went super quick, man. I mean, I can remember last November. I feel like that was yesterday. I literally feel like that was yesterday. You might feel like it's a long time, but it's not. You go another year and a month down the line, you're at the next halving. You know what I mean? So that shit goes by quick. That's why most people forget about that. Most people get out of the market. They forget about it. By the time they look at it again, the prices are 3, 4, 5 times higher because it goes by really, really quick, really, really quick. So, but we'll be here every day until that sort of changes. You know. I wish I could do an Alf GIF. I don't know Alf. I do not know Alf, my man. I have no idea. Let's see. What's going on, Scotty Swing? Scotty Swing coming in hot. Right, I'm about to log off over here, man, because we talked about pretty much everything that I had to talk about today. So I am about to log off on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday night, my man. Right? Bottom Dweller will return. Bottom Dweller will return. He will return. He'll be back. We're going to blink. It's going to be here. Anyways, I am going to get out of here, man. Enjoy your Friday night. Man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. If I will say this. If we got some interesting shit going on tomorrow, I'll hop on tomorrow if we got some interesting shit going on. All right? So I'll let you know. If we don't, I'll probably take the day off. But if we have some interesting stuff going on, Bitcoin seems to just be kind of chilling again. I will hop on for a stream if we got some juiciness, if we got some upwards price action, if we got some downwards price action. But until then, adios, guys. Don't bury your head in too much SBF news. Nothing. No, you're not going to find out any new news in any of this interviews. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. Don't waste your time on any of these interviews. You ain't going to find any new news on this. Okay, he's going to say the same thing in every single interview. If he was going to say something different, he would have already said it already. All right. Adios. Peace. And have some fun on this Friday nights and yeah, we're gonna make this goodbye super awkward like we always do. We always make this goodbye super awkward. That's what we do, my friends. All right, later, peace.